guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you haven't watched my previous videos on five signs that you're an empath or how to take care of yourself as an empath, go check out those videos, as this video goes hand in hand with those videos in this video. Now, being an empath is not some sort of disease or illness or disorder that needs fixing. It's a personality trait, and just like any other. And empaths don't just feel others' emotions, good or bad, they feel with them. It's a full embodiment of emotion, and every day is another roller coaster empaths jump on. Empaths get overwhelmed very easily. It can be hard for empaths to properly handle confrontation because they want to prevent hurting people at all costs and can shut down easily from resisting just speaking up and just being honest with people. So being the first to say something like, hey, look, I can tell you're getting overwhelmed. Would you like to take a break from this conversation? Or what would you like to do to help this feeling of overwhelm? Let me know how I can help. And all of these examples of holding space for an empath allow for more healing than you know. For an empathic person to have someone else be the first to say, like, all of these things can bring an immense amount of relief because they do not want to disappoint other people and could possibly push through a situation or conversation just for the sake of not wanting to upset you, when in reality they can't think straight from feeling so overwhelmed and ungrounded from so many emotions opening up with you. And I know personally, when my boyfriend offers heavier conversations in emotionally digestible chunks for me, it makes all the difference and really has helped improve outcomes in our disagreements, as I can feel more grounded and less kind of like lofty and floaty with my emotions coming to the surface. And this really does in turn help come to peaceful resolutions. So it's important to understand that empaths can't switch off their empathy, even when they wish they could. At times. A lot of times. So being able to respect your partner or empath in your life for when they get overwhelmed by something like something as simple like an intense action movie. You know, to you it might be entertainment. To them, they're sitting there like, oh my gosh, I feel so many things, you know? Just something like that it's very important to support an empath through. Knowing very well that if an empath needs space from you and others to regroup, it's not necessarily personal, and a majority of the time it's a genuine need for space to process and cultivate their own essence again and take off the noise from the day or impactful events. And again, it's not personal. It's simply physics and energetics felt intensely from being empathic. And being able to have someone not only know you and your sensitivity, but reassure you in it and hold space for you means everything to an empath. So be the person to cultivate a space of genuine comfort and communication with an empath, and watch how this deepens your connection with one another. So in truly loving someone, you see them for who they are, especially when at times they forget themselves. And it's so special for someone to remind an empath of this at times, because when they are really lost in the hardship that comes with feeling so much and taking so much on from other people's problems and baggage, because we all have baggage, we're human, right? I like to say just we're all working through things, you know, or else we wouldn't be growing. And just being the person to be like, look, you're a highly sensitive person and I may not relate in the same way you do, but I see you and I know how this and this, whatever it was, must have affected you. Can I help you in any way? And for me, when my partner says this, I cannot express how seen I feel. It is a relief in the midst of the unrelief I find. To find a shelter of sorts in another person. People who are empathetic are deep lovers and helpers, and to have the shoe on the other foot and received just as deeply and with the same intensity for an empath as it is given. Another great way to support an empath could be simply saying, hey, do you have the space right now for me to rant or talk about this? This is huge. Empaths, 99.99% of the time, have a lot of emotional issues they are working through simultaneously, and sometimes just can't bear anything else to process, even if it's just something minor. Now, it's very hard for empaths to put themselves first. I've caught myself so many times being like, yeah, of course, let's talk right now. And that all comes down to the fact that I truly mean that. I want to be there for people. And in reality, I find myself sacrificing my own well-being for others. Now, this isn't an inherent bad thing. It's a loving act to put yourself aside for someone else's needs and desires and help at any given moment, right? But offering an empath space to make it a loving act for themselves too, whilst having that chat maybe a bit later, now that they know that they can mentally and emotionally prepare for that space within themselves, for like an emotional dump, not said in a negative way, is a refreshing sacrifice for them to receive every now and then, as usually they are the ones sacrificing and giving all of themselves for other people. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you took something away from this whole series. I know I had a blast talking about it, and each and every video is so close to my heart. So if you haven't watched the other ones, go check them out wherever they're going to be, probably in the description box. So go ahead and gently tap that like button if you like this video, and let me know in the comments what you do to support other empaths in your life. So until the next video, be the love that you want to seek in this world, and I will see you very soon. Bye guys.